So I'm thrilled to be talking with one of our favorite beta partners and customers here, Naomi Hager, who is creative strategist with Spacegoods. Um, Naomi, real quick, first, tell us about Spacegoods.
So Spacegoods, we're I guess, startup brand here from the UK, London. We're 3 years old, essentially. We started off with one singular product, which is a mushroom coffee, chocolate flavored product. And then now we're kind of expanding in the space, looking at kind of super blends that kind of make you feel and perform the best in your day.
And you have just a ton of content, lots and lots of video, lots of iPhone footage, lots of camera footage, lots of just, I mean, probably at this point, terabytes of content that needs to be organized, needs to be turned into winning creative, right? So
Exactly.
that's how we came together. Space Goods has now been on Camcorder AI for several months. I think our very first beta customer as we've kind of made this pivot to e-commerce and DTC. So that's what it's all about today is talking to Naomi and understanding how you're using the Camcorder AI platform and what your experience has been. So let me start with the first question then. Tell us about how is Space Goods currently using Camcorder AI?
Yeah, so I guess we've got quite a few stakeholders using Camcorder AI now. So we've got all each our own ways of using it, I suppose. For my role, I use it the most for kind of clip selection, especially when I'm briefing to external agencies. So finding, that one winning clip that I know or have it in my mind, visualizing it and trying to kind of find it in the midst of all the Google Drive folders is always hard. So that's a good way to share it, as well as like not having to share the entire Google Drive folder with external agencies as well. And then also, what I've been recently using is the new, I forgot what's it called now.
Clipper?
Clipper, yes, Clipper, of course, to clip videos, especially for these quick kind of captions to add on content creator contents, especially when you get the raw files and you just want to quickly kind of add captions rather than like briefing it out into a video editor and stuff like that. So that's been really useful for me. Recently, we've been sharing it with our external agencies instead of giving them access to our Google Drive, where we've got all these like elaborate folders and systems of where to find content. We just share with them Camcorder AI, and they can kind of go ahead and use and search for content they need via, product name or kind of asset type or asset kind of what they want to find really, and that's been really useful.
Of all those use cases, like what have been the best parts? Like what has this helped you do more of or less of?
I mean, the best part has been the support from the camcorder team. They've been really, quick with any kind of problems we've got. We've got Slack channel with them, and they're always on it in terms of replying to us with any kind of bugs that we've encountered. And then also, I guess the best part is the speed and how things are kind of iterated and involved. Our editor in-house, Anna, she uses it quite often to just find clips. And it's got a really nice tool where you can AI search tool where you can kind of search via transcript as well. So trying to find something like when someone just says the word space goods or says the words rainbow dust, it's very easy to find. Yeah, so it just saves us with onboarding new people or kind of also sharing content with external agencies instead of them kind of trying to get acquainted with our drive.
Awesome. That's great to hear. So, I mean, it sounds like it's saving you time. And how much are you noticing that, like in the improvement around workflows? I mean, are you getting more time in the day back on some of these activities?
I think I'm not involved in it as much, or like people aren't asking me for clips as much. So I think that is a time saving in itself. And I'm also noticing more clips being used that I didn't even realize we had, or like, some clips that I've kind of forgot about, or maybe we've shot like ages ago resurfacing in recent content. And I think that's probably the case of using Camcorder AI, and kind of less time is my of my time being spent kind of trying to find stuff or being slacked about, yeah, where is certain things.
Sure, sure. Um, you dig into new software, there's often surprises, hopefully pleasant, sometimes not so much. I'm curious, like, what has your experience been? What have you discovered while using the platform that surprised you a bit?
I think the secondary kind of clipper tool, I suppose, I wasn't really kind of expecting much from it. But it was really nice to see how quickly it kind of can transcribe everything. It was the most accurate one I've seen so far. And the way it kind of allows you to kind of change the different caption types. And I'm really interested to see how that evolves really and see how you can kind of take it further and make it into like a smarter editing tool, I suppose. In my role, I don't do much editing, but then also it's kind of nice to be able to, I guess, quickly help the team, especially when we're snowed under with actual kind of editing briefs and stuff. This has been quite a nice kind of surprise in terms of just being able to get across those kind of quick wins faster.
Last question I have is, what advice do you have for anybody who's thinking about bringing Camcorder AI on and using the platform?
I guess I touched on it a little bit. It's just kind of taking time to learn how to prompt. Like even ChatGPT, the AI tool is half the battle. Then you just got to figure out how to kind of brief it in any kind of scenario, isn't it? It's like briefing another team member. So making sure that you take the time to learn how to prompt. We had that discovery stage with you guys where actually your AI tool is actually a lot more sophisticated, where you can talk to it like a person, rather than kind of giving them straightforward kind of like Google search terms instead. So that's been a really nice unlock, and I think anyone, thinking of using it would kind of find that really surprising and kind of something that they should kind of spend the time yeah, using it and trialing it.
Awesome. Yeah, I know that's exact right because when we're looking at our search, it's that full text search, and then once we get into Studio, which again coming very soon, you'll be able to create storyboards doing the same thing. So there is that skill set with AI being able to not just search for a term, but actually have a conversation with it, and that's where our library shines. That's where our Studio will shine too. Awesome. So again, Naomi Hager, who is creative strategist with Spacegoods, and so kind to give us your time once again. Anything else you want to say before we go, Naomi?
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.